Good afternoon and welcome to Rocket Ronnies Southampton. We are here for another Rocket Rackers TV Challenge 25 group match, this time Group D between Ryan Watts and Ben Mills. Got anything to say before the match, Ryan?
No.
No? I can't remember what the question was. What's your predictions on how you're going to get on today?
I predict pain.
For you or Ben?
I can't say.
There will be pain, ladies and gentlemen. No. Okay, without further ado, we'll go over to the players to lag for break. So it seems there Ben Mills has won the lag for the break and will rack up the first frame of this match. Welcome everybody, welcome to Rocket Rackers TV. I'm just waiting for a drink, my mouth is very dry. We should see a good match here today. We know Ryan can win a frame and Ben Mills is more than a competent player, so let's have a look. Yep, so this is Group D. Ryan's only played one match so far. Ben's got 4 in. I knew there was something I'd forgotten. Give me a second. See, this is when it's... And without further ado, we'll go over to Ben Mills for the break. Sorry for the delay there. And Ben's got a red down. So it's Ryan Watts at the table here for the first time in this match. And he's got the yellows to pop. And he's got a bit of work to do. There's a yellow below these 2 reds at the top. He's snuck a yellow past there, and he's got this one near the black spot, down to the bottom left pocket. But he's also got another yellow by this red over on the right. consider, and he's managed to develop that a bit. Of course, the black is a bit limited too, so he needs to get round to the correct side of it after all is said and done. That's a good shot there. He should be able to take these yellows out. That's a very good shot there. Got brand new cloth on the match table. Ronnies has done a fantastic job at getting this reclothed. So Ryan's got himself on this black. He's got a double available. Oh, and he's just missed that there. It's rolling back down towards the pocket. Oh, that's very lucky. He's cut off one of Ben's reds. So Ben knows he's got some work to do here. Gonna try and get the snooker, and he's got it. Well, Ryan got contact, but not enough to put it down. And Ben will play a simple snooker there. Perhaps this was the pain Ryan was alluding to. Always made contact with the red first, so he's forfeited that frame. And Ben Mills goes ahead 1-0. Let's have a quick look at the group table. This is Group D. Paul Pullen leads. 3 points from each of his matches. And Martin Brown just behind with 8 points, but I feel a couple of wins from guys below soon find them in second. And we're now with Ryan Watts, frame 2. It's got a yellow down. Feel like reds might be favourable here. Got a yellow by the black, you got a yellow amongst these reds in the middle. And we've got a red over the pocket. And Ryan takes the reds. Oh, how's this going to roll? Just tinkering with the wrong camera there. And we're over to Ben. So Ben knows he's got a bit of work to do. I'm just playing some developmental there. He's taken shots away from Ryan. Well, Ryan knows Ben's still got some work to do. Just wanted to move his reds around. And that's a very handy little snooker. There is a route out for Ryan. You have to come off the closest cushion and across the red near the black spot. But he's clipped the yellow, and that'll be 2 shots to Ben. Ben chose to clear that pocket. He's got a shot to the middle pocket now. And he just found a nice angle there to come across, move these 2 yellows, and he had an opportunity on that yellow below the black there, but he wanted to develop it a little bit more and covered the pocket. But Ryan does have a shot here. If he can get the angle to disturb the black by the red. Well, he's underneath it. I'm not sure if he's got the potting angle. Well, I think he was hoping the angle was a bit better there. Oh, has Ben come far enough on this? Doesn't look like it. Well, he managed to get that first yellow in, but the second, not so much. See if Ryan can clear up from here. He managed to get that yellow in the Ryan's way. And we've got 8 of you tuned in today. Feel free to leave us a message and chat. Oh, has he got lucky with a snooker? He has. And Ben managed to get to it. A big bit aside. He's come too far down with that. And yeah, he's brushed the black and given 2 shots away. Well, that was a bit unexpected. Ben's plum on the black to make it 2-0. So a little bit of a scrappy start to this match. Frames won and lost on a couple of little mistakes. And we'll go over to the match table for frame 3. Ben Mills to break. It's a solid break there, but unfortunately the cue ball's gone down after a yellow. Let's see if Ryan can get himself a frame back. The golden opportunity here. Everything has a pocket except the black, so he may choose yellows. Because he knows he has to develop that one anyway. It was an excellent shot there. He is a little hampered by the black, but that's the price you pay sometimes. Oh, he's just pushed that right over the pocket. Ooh. He might have fancied knocking that yellow in and giving himself that pocket, but he doesn't need it. A bit of a lax cut there. Sees Ryan back on these yellows. And picking up where he left off, pretty much. It's not the right side of this yellow. So he's going to have to place some bottom side on it, try and get it to hold, unless he goes up the top. Yep, there he's held for the black. And down goes the black to make it 2-1. Ryan will be happy with that. A fellow commentator and Challenge 25 organiser. Doing a lot of work in the background, getting these players playing their matches, resolving disputes, encouraging people to get on the stream, and commentating. So he likes to be down here, he likes to get involved, and he doesn't like to give away frames. But he's on the scoreboard now. And he's racking for frame 4. That was a good spread. He's got a yellow down. These cherries clustered. Might go for the yellows. As he does. And again, everything has a pocket. It's a prime opportunity for a rack and run. Looks like he felt he didn't get the positioning quite right on this shot. But that's a good one. Gets him around the right side of this yellow. Oh, that is... Yeah, he should be... Oh, wow. He needs to get up for this black from this. He might have to go round the houses. Just a deft touch. He must be happy to put it in the left top pocket. And he does to make it 2-2. Nice rack and run there by Ryan. Absolutely lots of pain for the viewers, though. I think that was a good frame. Nice competent series of pots. And Ben Mills now. Sorry about that. Breaking for frame 5. And it came up dry. I feel like the reds might be the better of the two here, though. There is some work to do with the red over on the bottom left-hand side of this table. So Ryan goes for the yellows. He's obviously happy to come and deal with the one at the balk. Well, he's taken the pocket. Looks like Ben was just stalling play up a bit there. He needs to develop this red over the middle. Didn't need to go and try and pot everything else first. He finds himself back at the table. Oh, that's unlucky. Could have done with a kick off the cushion there. Oh, well, he's left himself the plant. Potentially. Just have to play it gently, though. Does he feel he can do this in one visit? I think he does. That's a great shot. Donk. Perfect. He'll be able to take this one off the rail quite easily. He says as part of his drills, he likes to make sure he can do the rail shots. Well, he's going to have to take that one on last. Well, that's the end of Ryan's visit. He knows Ben's still got some work to do with the red by the middle pocket. So we'll get another visit. And Ben's done well to try and get a snooker there. I think Ryan can see the edge. Oh well, that shifts the dynamic of the match now. Ben's freed up to attack these reds. And that's unfortunate. I think he'll still be able to pot this. Oh yes, it didn't get in his way. It was a very well paced shot there. Perfect little tap in. And Ben makes it 3-2. Well, as we can see from Ben's matches, he had a convincing win against David Edwards. Unfortunately for David, he's lost all of his 6 out of 7 matches he's played so far. Though David did manage to get a point off him there, and then he lost against Martin Brown 12-13 and against Jack Coop 10-15. So we'll be looking to scalp Ryan here as Ryan breaks for frame 6. And down goes a yellow, but oh, look at this cluster in the middle of the table. Yeah, the players spent some time getting used to this table, and then it's been reclothed. It needed it. It lost its bounce and vigour, even though it wasn't overplayed. It was just on the table for a while. So Ryan takes the reds. And we'll see a few more shots like that in this frame. Lots of work to do. Although these yellows don't look too bad from this position. Looks like he can pick them all off. But not this visit. He's got on the right side of these reds. I'm going to pick the top one off first. Now take the bottom red. He's probably want to go and try and come up into the black here. No, just glance across. And then he'll just need to hold for the black in the middle. Take a little bit of cue ball skill here. No. He's going to go for the top right pocket. And Ryan makes it 3-3. No one running away in this match. And we rejoin the match table for frame 7. Ben Mills to break. It's a solid smash there, but it looks dry. Now, I'd be disappointed too. You couldn't pay a ball to go down a pocket then. And this table remains open. Looks like Ben Mills will take the yellows. And he'll certainly want to restore his lead and keep the edge in this match. It's going to be difficult to do so from here. He's found a cut. He's nudged the yellows. And things look a bit easier now. Oh. Got good positioning, but just couldn't get that yellow down. I think Ryan will be thankful. He saw those yellows all sitting up for him. Ooh. These players just taking their eyes off the pot for a second. Has complicated Ben's approach a little. He's done well there. I think he might have to go for a plant. Not easy to do on the rail, but it should be alright. It's just that uncertain bounce back up for the first yellow. And he's cut it in, and he's on this black. And he's put it down to make it 4-3. Today's match is brought to you from Rocket Ronnies, Southampton. They've got their Junior Q Sports Academy. Get in touch today to find out how to enroll your youngsters. And we're back with Ryan Watts to break frame 8. He's got a red down. The cue ball stayed out. We've got a fair spread here. Red and yellow next to each other. Probably fancy the reds given that. But I think Ryan fancies the yellows. And that's why he's a better player than I am. That was a useful little touch, but I think he was looking for a bit more on that. Oh, he's pushed the yellow over, making more of a thing for this cluster in the middle. It was a good attempt. Has he developed that red enough? Either way, he's going to have to disturb this cluster again. Oh dear, he's put two reds over on the rail now. Oh, it just danced around them. And he snooked himself, but it does mean he can come off the rail. I don't think he can find a snooker here, but he's going to want to try and find some sort of safety. Oh, and he's touched the black. Visible disappointment from Ben. He knows he should have spent a few more seconds on that shot. Got the angle correct. Alright, we'll just play the first shot to move this yellow out. Well, Ryan looks in a good position here to make this match 4-4. Just wants to hold up a little. Perfect. And Ryan makes it 4-4. So no hands between these two players right now. And the players are going to take a little intermission. These matches do take 2.5 to 3 hours. Bless their little cotton socks. They need to go and refresh themselves. But that's alright. We can talk about Rocket Ronnie Southampton. A bit more of their Q Sports Academy. So it runs every Saturday morning from 9 to 12. Perfect to get rid of the kids for a few hours. Let mum have a lie-in. Or crack on with the day uninterrupted. Dad can bring them down. Or mum can bring them down. We're not being sexist here. Yeah, so they can learn to play English 8-ball pool, 9-ball pool, Chinese pool and snooker. All levels of ability are welcome. So whether you just like to do something fun with your kid or whether you'd like to carve them into the next world champion, then progress will be measured. And I'll get to compete against other players. It's only £10 per session, so that's not bad. 3 hours for £10. It's good value. you'd like to know more, contact Adam Humphreys, who's the manager of Rocket Ronnie Southampton, or Simon Ayers, who is the accredited snooker coach running the show. You can find the Q-Score Academy on Facebook, or you can call or email. Rocket Ronnies also has 20 English Supreme winner pool tables, 8 blackball tables, 2 snooker tables, 2 Chinese pool tables, and an American pool table, and a handful of dart boards. There's no dart table. That would be an interesting sport. I don't think the table would last very long. A few darts might bounce off the slate and into someone's face, so maybe not ideal. They got dart boards, 6 50-inch TVs, and a 10-foot projector screen with live BT Sports. A fully licensed bar with real ale and cocktails. I don't know how real their ale is. It might even be out of date. I don't see any real ale pumps on the bar, but they might have a few bottles in the fridge. Yeah, Ronnie's is wheelchair accessible. They have a lift. And family friendly. All children must be supervised by an adult. And no membership is required. So come on down, have some fun. Join us. Yep, so all going well. We've got Group A's Jamie Close versus Dan Hemphill coming up on Wednesday at 7 o'clock from Rocket Ronnie Southampton. Hopefully that happens. It'll be the first Group A match that we'll stream on Rocket Rackers TV. And we're just still waiting for the players to return from their refreshment break. I'm sure there'll only be a couple more minutes. And the players there just discussing, having returned from their intermission, about how tense this game is. Yep. 2-0 ahead, now 4-4. Nothing to split between these two players. Please do subscribe to Rocket Rackers TV on YouTube. We're still having trouble with Facebook zucking us. No explanation, no reason why we're not allowed to have our page on Facebook anymore. So I'll probably have to remake that. But subscribe to us on YouTube and never miss a video. You can find our website, rocketrackerstv.co.uk. Get all the information on the matches. You can also find out about upcoming streams there. And we do have a group on Facebook. And we'll go back now over to the match table for frame 9, Ben Mills to break. And he's got the red down. He thought he was going to have a dry break there for a second, but not this time. You know, this red on the rail. Is it the right opportunity to claim it? Can he? It's tucked behind this yellow. This might be the best chance if he's going to take the reds. And he does. And we've got 9 people tuned in. Welcome everybody. Ooh, Ben's just run a little far on that, I think. Maybe a touch of frustration there, owning up to. Let himself slide on that positioning. That Ryan back on the table. Well, all these yellows are in a potable position, so Ryan must have a root in his head. And it sees him moving that yellow off the rail early. We'll probably have to take this left middle one. There's a bit of a fine cut. Well, not a fine cut, but awkward angle. Play it gently enough, it should just bounce off the cushion. Oh, yay. He messed that one up. Of course, they're all set up for Ben as well. He'll be looking to keep establishing his lead. Oh, and he's put the cue ball down. He's not happy with that one. There's a good touch there by Ryan. Well, Ryan dispatched those remaining quite easily to take the lead for the first time in this match and make it 5-4 to Ryan Watts. And we're back on the table for Ryan to break frame 10. He's got a red down, a yellow. It's a fair spread. Options. I don't think the yellows are hampered, really. If he can find a route. He takes this bottom right yellow. He could hold for the one near the black spot into the middle. But I think the angle will take him away. He can bounce around the right hand cushion for it. So Ryan's on the yellows. Now it's all sat up here. It's just got the yellow on the top rail, top left, which you can take now. He's going to take this one. Quite a straightforward run out here. Just this long yellow. Small screw up to the black. I think it's got a lucky little contact there. But he's cleared the table to make it 6-4. So Ryan's pushed on ahead with a 2-frame lead now. And put Ben on the back foot. And we got 12 people tuned in. How you all doing? Let us know in the chat. Pablo Jalapeno can't be the only person who's got something to say. Frame 11 and Ben Mills to break. He's got a red down. Seems to have tuned his brakes up a little bit. So Ben's gone for the yellows here. He's going to have to figure out the one at the top. Might get a good angle from this to go up for it now. No. He'll have to have an awkward bridge for this one in the middle. He's not touching the red beside it. Well, this is the shot. Is he going to get a potable angle on this yellow? He might have to try and take the pocket. Just play it gently as close as you can. But we know Ryan, he'll find a way to win. I think he'll look back on that shot and wonder why. That's a good shot there by Ryan. They're all sat up again. He'll be looking to push on and get a point. You get the 7 frames, you get a point in challenge 25. You get a 13, you get 3 points. 19 is 4 points. And 25 is 5. No one's beaten anyone 25-0 yet. Kind of hope it doesn't happen. Wouldn't want someone to be demolished so badly. But this competition does pit an array of talent against each other. And it's the reason for its inception, was to give players an opportunity to play really good players. And Ryan's done well there to make it 7-4. So, with a point on the board, Ryan Watts is now on 5. He did win his first match 25, and that was against David Edwards. There is a lot of discussion with the organisers about introducing a second competition and tying the two together. Might be like Challenge 21 and Challenge 25, and a cup to bridge the two. The discussions are underway about that. If so, it'll mean Rocket Rackers TV will also cover the Challenge 21 and the Abridging Cup competition. But we'll bring you more information on that as we figure things out. For now, Ryan Watts is breaking frame 12. And he's got a yellow, 2, 3 yellows down. But he doesn't have a shot on yellow. I don't think he has a shot at all. If he doesn't get a yellow, then Ben could come and take this. Well, I think he might go for reds anyway. He's just playing safe, isn't he? He just wants there to be no clear opportunity for Ben. I mean, obviously there's more opportunities to pot with the reds. 7 balls means it's your plan. Oh. Yeah, I think Ryan will take the reds. There's a bit of work to do, but it's not beyond the realms of possibility. That can all be done in one visit. That was a good shot. As was that. He's developed everything he needed to now. He's kept the cue ball around the centre of the table. It's not needed to go anywhere else. Excellent control there. Just discipline, just to make sure nothing's running away. No, he has left himself on the cushion. He's still... Oh dear. Oh dear. We hate to see that happen. Snooker yourself on the penultimate shot. It was just the shot on the 5th red that let him down there with the position on the cushion. If you can only hit the top of the cue ball, there's a very small amount you can do with it. Warlord SDC is saying very impressive play by Ryan. It was a couple of minutes ago. But yeah, he's certainly taken the initiative in this match now. Although he's left himself snookered on his last red. We got 14 people tuned in. I think it said 15 a second ago. You can't trust YouTube's algorithms, but if so, that's one of the best viewerships we've had. Oh, interesting shot by Ryan, and he's not pulled it off. But he's in a good position in this match. And he didn't really have much else he could do. Oh, he's bounced quite far across the table there. And he's given the frame away there. Maybe could have played a safety. It was a natural snooker with Ryan's red by the black available to him. Oh, and Ryan's just took his eye off the pot there. And given Ben another chance at this frame. And it looks like Ben's going to take it and close the gap to 7-5. Well, Ben will be happy with that. He didn't want to lose the first 4 frames after the break. That'd have been quite harsh, I think. 7-5's probably fair. We are watching a Challenge 25 group match. This is the Challenge 25 group and cup tournaments, where 8 players from 4 groups have a chance to qualify for the gold, silver and bronze cups. Great cash prizes to be won. Plus, Rocket Ronnies will be hosting a special finals day, including a raffle for anyone who turns up on the day. Come and spectate and support your local pool streaming enterprise. And we're back at the table with Ben Mills to break frame 13. So we're halfway through this match now. And Ben's dry again. New cloth, a new run. Ryan's jumping on these reds. Got this red near the black in the middle. Need some thought. And we got a plantable pair of cherries in the top left corner. Oh, Ryan did well to get on that red, but it was a difficult long shot. Ben's back to the table, thinking about reducing this deficit. But to do that, he's got to get around these yellows. Everything, it seems, has a pocket or two. But his initial shot is not easy. He might fancy a strategic play here. Well, he's left the red to the top right. But Ryan's going to take this plant. Just lost a little bit of control of the cue ball there. But he's not in danger. You will need to take this top left red though. And with top on the ball, he's going to struggle to hold. Which is why he played it thin, to try and not bounce down the table. And Ben is free to attack these yellows as he is. And he's not come far enough there. It's a great shot. But now he's going to have to push this yellow past Ryan's red in the top left, which he doesn't. And once again, I set up for Ryan here. He should be able to dispatch these. He'll probably take these top 2 next and leave the one over the middle as his way to get onto the black. And you could just top this. A bit of side, bounce around the pocket here, yeah. Now he's come a little too far on this. Oh, that's a wonderful bit of backspin there. Look at that, that was beautiful.
And Ryan makes it 8-5. And Ben liked that one. And this is now frame 14. Ryan wants to break. Oh, he's got 3 yellows down there. He does have a shot on the yellow, but it's naturally wants to make the cue ball come towards this top right pocket. So he'll have a bit of work to do positioning wise if he wants to take the yellows. The reds look a bit more straightforward, at least with more options. So red Ryan. Well, he didn't want to touch that yellow, I don't think, but he does have a shot here. It brings him naturally into the reds. He missed the shot, and it's not developed them as much as he'd wanted to. I know there's no need to rush into letting Ben back into this match. Unfortunately, the touch was a little poor when it come to contact with the yellow there. But it was difficult to put power on, given he had to cut it in across the rail. Tried a cheeky little double. Ben does have position here. Well, I wonder how he's going to develop this yellow. He knows he can't let Ryan just come to the table with an open shot. Well, he was plagued by that yellow in the end. He'll be kind of glad he's got 2 left on the table. Ryan can't just snooker him, he's going to have to pot his balls. But I think Ryan will quite happily take this opportunity. Well, he's ended up on the cushion here. And it is a long shot. But all he's got to do is put it down. And he has to make it 9-5. Well, Ben's finding himself in a bit of a difficult position here now. He's got 8 frames to win. Ryan only has 4. So Ben needs to be taking... He needs to be taking 2 out of 3 frames moving forward at this point to stay in this match. And we're back to the table for frame 15. Ben Mills to break. He's got down, down. Oh, and the cue ball's gone down. He's not had the break today. That's got to be so frustrating. Christmas presents early for Ryan, yep. Well, if he goes for the reds here, he might use the yellow and his free ball. Yep, and he's taken reds. But he's lost his free ball opportunity now. Well, he's run out of position there. Raced around the table. He's found a shot. Where's he going to land? And he has a cut here, or a double, however he fancies it. And he cuts it in. Oh, and he makes it 10-5. Ben's getting a little upset. Put your hand up, he demanded. Yeah, he played for the foul. Well, something happened on that first interval, because since they come back, Ryan's won 6 frames and Ben's only won 1. Well, we're back at the table. Frame 16, Ryan Watts to break. Yellow down, cue ball down, yellow down. Well, Ryan's returned the favour. Can Ben make the most of this? He's got control of the table. He's going to play his free shot to get himself down the table and get that red out the way. And takes these yellows. He's going for this one. The red's obviously not too prohibitive. And he's in a good position here. And he's come down this side of the yellow. Let's touch that in. Lovely. Excellent dry dish there by Ben. And he makes it 10-6. Maybe not a dry dish, because Ryan did put something down, but he also put the cue ball down. I don't know what you call that. Why don't you tell me in the live chat? Our next stream is Jamie Close versus Dan Hemphill. We'll be back Wednesday at 7 p.m. from Rocket Ronnie, Southampton. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube and hit that notification bell. If you don't want to miss it, do all the things. Well, frame 16 went very quickly. We're here now, frame 17. Ben Mills to break. Capitalise on some momentum. He's got himself a red down there, is that? Yep. Well, Ben's playing this quite well. He's just got the yellow on the right hand side bottom cushion to consider. Might try and take a double on that. If he drops this one in, comes back a little bit. Well, what's he going to do? He's got a big pocket with the red just over the middle. Oh, and he just takes the cushion before. Let's give Ryan a bit of work to do. Yeah, well, it was a safety implied on that one. If he missed. Reverse dish. Thank you, Brown 1981 MB. Yep, so the answer to the question is a reverse dish. The question was, what do you call it when the player who didn't break comes to the table after a foul on the break and clears up? And the answer is reverse dish. It is a dish best served cold. But Ryan's very hot at the moment on this table. He's put balls down quite comfortably. And he's on the black to make it 11-6. Which he does. And he's only 2 frames away from victory now. Of course, Ben has been kicking himself a few times in this match. And things not going quite his way. And we do like to give a little shout out to Southampton Hospital's charity. Heroes of the NHS working tirelessly to cure us and help us for a myriad of conditions. And Southampton Hospital's charity not only supports patients, but also the nurses and caregivers as they struggle to do the amazing work that they do. It looks like a good way to support them. Join the lottery, £1 a week. And this is frame 18. Ryan Watts to break. And it's dry. That's what Ben wants. We'll be having an intermission after this frame. About an hour and a half in to the match. So Ben is taking down these reds. Oh. Yeah, a bit of frustration setting in there. We'll be looking forward to the intermission. I hope for his sake he can take the next frame. But Ryan is at the table now, and we know Ryan can put them down. Well, 3 yellows to remaining, 3 yellows to go. Looks like quite a simple proposition. So these opportunities Ryan knows he should never let slip. And come to the table with everything sat up. That's just probably one small mistake he's made there, but it's not derailed his effort. He's still on this black. And he makes it 12-6. Well, at this point we're going to go for a small intermission. Well, with Ryan on the hill, Ben's got to come back and win every single frame. That's a very difficult task to accomplish against his opponent today. Ryan just wants to do a couple of little tricks on the stream during the intermission. And he wants to pop the 2 bottom reds at the same time. No, that didn't work. No. You see these people make the YouTube videos, they do it 1,000 times and then go, there you go, look, first time. Absolutely, yeah. Oh, there you go. Second try, brilliant. Five cushions. Pop the yellow. 3, 4, 4. Take 2, yep. Yeah, we got to take one take to figure out the angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, is it? Yep, done. Great shot. Hey, Stuart Berry there, and generous applause. Yeah, Ryan says he made himself look like a fool twice, but he also made himself look like a pool god twice. So you can take the rough with the smooth. And we're just waiting for Ben to finish refreshing himself for the monumental challenge of winning the next 7 frames. So we got the Q Sports Academy, and that's run by Simon Ayers. And Simon will be playing Simon Flaxman next weekend. So Sunday the 28th at, I think it's 3 p.m. Yep, so that'll be Simon Flaxman versus Simon Ayers, our DBS checked WPBS A World Snooker Coach. But coming up this Wednesday, here's Jamie Close versus Dan Hemphill for our first Group A match on the stream. Let's see how Group A are looking. We've got Sam Buckley with 10 points from 3 matches. That's good shooting. Stephen Wonder is in second at the moment, but he's played 5 matches. So may find himself sliding down the table as other results come in. And Jamie Close is holding up the table at the moment with 2 points from 5 games. I imagine he'll be quite disappointed with that. But he'll be looking to show his talents on the stream on Wednesday. He's still technically got 10 points available from 2 matches. Though getting 3 points a match is hard enough. So players we just need to see a bit more of is Suraj Singh Rathore, Simon Hendry, Joe Brown and Simon Parker, Rio Smith and Ryan Watts, who we've got on the stream now. I'm just getting off his first game. There will be some talk of trying to get these players up to maybe 5 or 6 matches before the Christmas break. So when they come back in January, they only got a couple of matches left to schedule. We could try and get the finals weekend organised for sometime in February. There's also some discussion about this Challenge 21. We'll be looking to try and formalise our operations here and provide some stratified competitions for the players. Because while the Challenge 25 is a great opportunity for players to play some tough competition, and we join the table for Frame 19, it can be somewhat disheartening if you've lost all your matches and feel that maybe you were placed in a very tough group and had no chance at all of really getting to improve. So it certainly is a challenge, Challenge 25. Ben Mills takes the yellows, but he's pushed the red in his own way. And he's managed to get it out the way, but then he's put the cue ball down. And this is the one thing he didn't want to happen. It was the one thing they didn't want to happen, but it has. Ryan's going to find his way around these reds and pick this one off the balk rail first. And just sends it down the table. More useful for when he comes round to the black. That was a wonderful plant there, but he's put the cue ball down the table. Ben will be very thankful for that. Certainly needs to use his free shot to move these yellows about. He's got too tight on the cushion. I'm not sure this double's on. That red is a bit low. Yeah, it was. And a simple miss there by Ryan. Bit of a scrappy return from the interval. Let's see if that can work in Ben's favour. He needs every single frame now. I think Ben's head might have dropped a little bit. It was tough looking at 12-6. Knowing that even if you lose this frame, you've still got another 6 frames to play. But there is a point still up for grabs for Ben, definitely. Oh. Well, that means this frame isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And Ben tried a safety there. The touch just left him a bit. Left Ryan this attempt. And as satisfying as that pot was, he's not in a position here. So Ryan just wants to try and hold this pocket, and he's played it perfectly. It's an excellent shot. And Ben just wants to make it as difficult as possible at this point. For Ryan, of course, not for himself. And he's got a snooker. And you could say it's a simple up and down, but it's a long way to travel. And he's played it very well. Everything's sat up for Ryan now. Oh dear, that's unlucky. The story of Ben's match, perhaps. When it wasn't his touch, it's a bad run at the table. But Ryan still has to put these down. And that yellow is in the way of the black into that bottom right-hand pocket. So he is going to want to move it. Or he'll just move the black up to the other end of the table. We assume that red passes with no problem. And he rolls up to the table, and Ben has conceded the match, but he still has 6 frames to play. He conceded that frame, certainly. And that's the match. 3 points for Ryan. Phil Ryan's just been more clinical today. He's been good at taking his chances. Certainly more so than Ben. So with 3 points, we can look at Ryan being on 7 for 2. That puts him in the silver place. And he's got a good frame rate so far as well. So, yeah. And here we are for 6 more frames. A chance for Ben to win a point. But it's Ryan Watts to break. And there's a yellow, there's a red. And I do hope Ben can get a point out of this. Don't want anybody walking away without anything. But it can happen, and Ben's hedge dropped a bit now, so he just wants to make sure he gets that point. And try and win as many frames as possible. Because frame rate at the end of the season may be important in placing players into the cups. It'll be a mark of character to have lost a match, but keep going, keep fighting, and that spirit may be what gets you into a knockout competition in the end, or a slightly better one. Could be the difference between nothing and bronze, or bronze and silver, even silver and gold. Well, that served to push Ryan's red down a bit. There's a pot ball into the middle pocket now, but he is snookered from here. Now just observing that he was fully covered. He gets a nice little touch there. Left him tight on the yellow. There's a bit of a scrappy frame here. Ryan's now in the hunt for 4 points. It's a tall order not to lose any more frames at this point. That's a nice little shot there. Oh. Well, it's a busy old afternoon. Rocket Ronnie Southampton. Looking around the hall, there's only 1 or 2 tables not in use. A very popular venue. If you'd like to table, you should ring up in advance. Make sure there's a space. Well, Ben Mills has done well here. Keep his head up and drive on in this frame. He's just got to get the right positioning now. But Oh, he's put the cue ball down. That was one of his trick shots. And Ben Mills will be happy with that. And Ben gets the point. Makes it 13-7. That's a point on the board. All frames now are just for frame rate. So we rejoin the table on the wrong camera for Ben Mills to break frame 21. Oh, yeah, very unhappy about the cue ball going down there. Sorry. Just not had the run on the break, unfortunately for Ben. Quite a frustrating afternoon, absolutely. So Ryan finds himself with 2 shots on the table. And it was dry, other than the cue ball, so he's got a choice of 7 yellows or 7 reds. He tried to play that, but he had a free shot, so it's okay. Oh. Ryan has let that opportunity go. Yellows look okay here. Ben might decide to take them. So it is Ryan who takes these yellows. He's run out of position here. I don't think he can come across. He's going to try it. Yeah. Oh, there you go. He needed to go up higher and come down with some side. Otherwise he'd have rattled in the pocket. Oh, and Ben's put a yellow down without putting his own red down, which is foul. So Ryan has 2 shots. Now he just has 1 shot. He chose just to play as it was. And Ryan has been relentless in his pursuit of victory today. Very clinical. So we're up on 4 o'clock. We're about 2 hours into this match now. And we got 4 more frames to play. And we join the table for frame 22. Ryan Watts to break. It's a solid break. He's got a yellow down. Ryan's done very well on the breaks today. And he's chosen reds. It appears Ryan sees a route around all of these reds. But not that one. Oh, a miscue there. He somehow managed to still stop Ryan from having a shot. And Ben is on this black. And he's got it down to make it 14-8. There's a touch more respectable a score. See if he can get himself to 10 frames. And we're back on the table for Ben Mills, breaking frame 23. He was just apologising there for his language. I said it's okay. I understand the frustration. He is a good player, and being on the stream, it can undermine your confidence. Hopefully not, but hopefully we'll see more of Ben on the stream and he can have a better day. Because up until 4-4, you know, he was in charge of this match. And then he slipped to 6-4. And then the wheels came off. I think Ryan was just catching his ascendancy as Ben let one or two mistakes slip into his game, and that changed everything. But there was a nice double. He's got a shot. Oh, he's missed it. Ryan has done very well in this match. Some good potting, good positional play. And he's done very well to capitalise on the mistakes presented to him. I think he wanted the cue ball to come down just a little bit more there. And he's come down a bit far on this yellow, and he's left himself on the cushion. That's what happens when positional play starts to leave you in your visit. And he's tried a triple. And he's got it. That's an excellent effort there. He's landed quite nicely on this yellow. He might just touch the red for holding position, and he did. And he's going to make this 15-8. Well, that's been the story with Ryan. He gets on the cloth. He's got 4, 5, 6 balls in front of him, and he's just been putting them down. As we're nearing the end of this match, I'd like to take another opportunity to remind you of Jamie Close versus Dan Hemphill, coming live from Ronnies, Southampton, and that'll be on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Maybe we'll see a few of you down here getting some practice in or playing your Challenge 25 matches. Come down and join the background noise, or even commentate, and get in touch if you want to do that. This is frame 24, the penultimate. Ryan Watts to break. Oh, that looks dry. Rare of these parts for Ryan. Ben takes these yellows. Just got this one on the rail to worry about. And he's managed to give it a little nudge. Has he got a shot? Oh, he's played that beautifully. Speakers. Bit of Nero, bit of dubstep, classic genre. Yours truly used to DJ, banging it out in the clubs down Pompey. Oh, he's put a red in. That'll be a foul. Ryan Watts will just play it as it lies. He'll be confident that all these are available for him to pot in one visit. He's just got to make sure he plans his route accordingly. Oh, and Ryan has very comfortably put these down. It's been like a training exercise. Some of the frames he's been left to clear up. It's just a very consistent performance today. As we come up to the last frame. All of today's action has been brought to you live from Ronnie's Pool Hall in Southampton. There are also some pool halls on the Isle of Wight, owned by Ronnies. This is the Challenge 25 Group and Cup tournaments. Players battling to qualify for the gold, silver and bronze cups. And we'll be bringing you from Rocket Rackers TV as much of the action live as possible. Yep, and our next stream is Jamie Close, Dan Hemphill, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Tune in. And the final frame will be broken by Ben Mills. He smashed it. And it's dry. That cue ball did take off a bit there, didn't it? As Ryan plans to sink all of these reds. He's got the one above the black. Just has to be wary of. It looks like he's run out of position there. He'll have to develop the red above the black. Oh, is the black going down? Oh. It stayed up. We continue to get to see a few more balls potted before the stream ends. Great shot there by Ben. He's got options. There's a bit of an unlucky touch there. Well, that was a great pot to put him back on track. Yeah, it looks like he's saying he's finally found some queuing in the last frame of the match. I'm just going to have to cut this one in. Up and down. Just wants to be wary of the reds. Oh, and it's perfect. And there you go. The match is won by Ryan Watts. 16-9. That's 3 points for Ryan and 1 for Ben.
Oh no, sorry, I've just turned the microphone on. There you go, Ryan Watts. So you predicted pain. First couple of frames, it was you. But then, 4-6, 6-4, you started just taking away with it.
The early frames, I mean, it was painful for people to watch, I think, as well as being playing in it. The first 2 frames I probably had a bit of bad luck in it, and he played well in the early stages, but then he just couldn't get going.
Yeah, I think after that first interval, I think you had something like 7 out of 8 frames after that. So that's when you obviously got a 12-6, I think, and you were on the hill. And then it was pretty much tied up from that point, I think.
Basically, yeah. I think I went and kind of had a word with myself in the toilet and went, "Come on, you can play a bit better than this." And then I probably stepped up a little bit better in the second part, obviously. But I felt okay. I didn't feel like I played the best I can play, but I felt it's played a bit better than enough to win the game, basically.
Indeed.
Against Millsy. I know Millsy's a much better player than that as well, and doesn't give him any credit for how good he is necessarily.
Yeah, the scoreline isn't too flattering, but that's the way Paul goes, isn't it?
Yeah, it is,
a few mistakes. You had your arm in, and he had the cue ball going and off the break a few times, and suddenly a lead forms from that.
Yeah, definitely. And the dry breaks kind of killed him a little bit. He had quite a lot of dry breaks in the early games, in the early frames, whereas I was potting off the break pretty much most of the frames, which is something I've worked on in my game a little, previously to how I used to play. So it does seem to look like it's helping me to stick in the frames, but no credit. This isn't how good Ben Mills is, because he's much better than that for sure.
Indeed.
We both.
By the way, I'll say.
Yeah. Blame it on the cameras.
I blame it on my break, mate. But
Yeah.
Fair play to Ryan. He done what he needed to do.
Well, thank you two for participating on the stream, and maybe we'll see you again soon. Cheers, Ben. Cheers, Ryan. Thank you. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. This has been Rocket Rackers TV live, bringing you Challenge 25 Group D action between Ryan Watts and Ben Mills. Ryan was able to take the victory today, and I wonder if we can get that scene to update the table now. Yep, there we see Ryan in silver position. Ben Mills drops out of qualification due to frame rate. As we see, we've got 4 players there on 7 points in Group D. But a range of group matches played, so still points up for grabs. Lots to change. All of today's actions have been brought to you live from Ronnie's Pool Hall in Southampton. No membership required. Come on down, get involved. And maybe if you like and subscribe to us, you'll be able to find out about next season's Challenge 25 and Challenge 21 competitions. More information to come on that. Our next stream is Jamie Close versus Dan Hemphill. That is going to be 7 p.m. on Wednesday. And we will have Simon Flaxman versus Simon Ayers on Sunday the 28th at 3 p.m. So tune in for that. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Please like and subscribe to us on the social medias, especially on YouTube. That's the best way to get notified about upcoming matches. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you and goodbye.